I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack and the Beast. I jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw.
I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these niggas in the dirt. Chain with the new bezel. All my niggas put in work. I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these niggas in the dirt. Chain with the new bezel.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw when I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn. Better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack and the Beast. I jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw.
I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these niggas in the dirt. Chain with the new bezel. All my niggas put in work. I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these niggas in the dirt. Chain with the new bezel.
was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw.
I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel. Put these niggas in the dirt. Chain with the new bezel. All my niggas put in work. I'm on a new level. 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 Brought me a new shovel.
All right. What is happening, everybody? Hope everybody's having an amazing evening and an amazing beginning to your week. All right, let's see. We got over 1,000 participants connected. Nice. Cool. All right, guys. Happy Tuesday to everybody. We got 1,400 people. Amazing. Amazing. Where's everybody from? I see a lot of Dominican flags. Was everybody else from? Texas, Cali, Venezuela, everywhere. All right, the call is being translated to Spanish, so everybody should be good. 1 second. All right. Cool. Well, listen, this is our second official call of these Tuesday calls that we're going to be doing. I believe last week we had Justin do the call, which was great. And second one, like I mentioned, we're going to be doing these calls every Tuesday at 9 p.m. And in every single call, we're going to bring you guys some value. All right, let me see. I'm getting some text messages here. Okay, cool. We're gonna have people we're gonna have somebody in the chat answering questions as we go, and then at the end, I'm also gonna open it up for some Q&A, and I'll answer as many questions as I can. And so, throughout my little presentation here today, throughout my little training, if you guys have any questions, jot them down, and then we'll try to get to as many of them as we can at the end. I'll try to keep it short. So second call, we're going to be doing these calls every Tuesday, and every Tuesday we're going to be bringing you guys some value. We're going to be bringing you guys some training on how to correctly utilize We Do Transformations. It started as basically a tool, but now it's turned into a lot more than just a tool. We Do Transformations really is an entire ecosystem. The idea is that it facilitates the job of a distributor by providing a distributor basically all the tools and everything they need in order to go out there and just focus on getting customers and especially focus on getting distributors. But what I've realized over the last year, more or less, that we've been doing this is that most people are not utilizing this whole movement and the whole ecosystem to its full potential. And the few who are utilizing it, maybe not to its full potential, but who are utilizing it more and who are really leveraging it the way that it should be leveraged, well, those are the ones that are getting the most results with this tool, DMO, strategy, all the things that it is, because it is more than just a tool now. It's turned into this monster. And so today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about a few things. In a little bit, we'll go into a presentation that maybe some of you have seen, right? It explains the flow, but I think it's important to kind of refresh on it every now and then. Because if all of you fully understood it, you would be crushing it right now. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but a few things before that. Part of the reason why, this is, this can be as big as it can be, and it can help, build more success in your businesses, is the fact that it allows us to go out into the marketplace and provide more value to the marketplace. It allows us to go out into the marketplace and not just sell a commodity, not just sell, a product, but actually sell a whole package, which has a lot more value than what it actually costs. And so this has been like the main focus behind everything that we've done and we've created, is to make an attempt to provide as much value as we can for a price that's affordable to everybody, basically. Because the more value that we provide, the more attractive we become. And personal training alone is $600 a month. So the idea is that, this tool, this ecosystem, We Do Transformations, gives you, it helps you level up your value as a coach. It allows you to provide your clients a lot more value than you were previously providing. Not only that, it allows you to go out into the marketplace in a much more professional way than you were doing it before. And part of the strategy, which is important for you guys to understand, is that with We Do Transformations, we go out into the marketplace with We Do Transformations. Let me find a better way to explain this. We always recommend not to mix the brands when you're going out into the marketplace, when you're prospecting, because the idea behind We Do Transformations was that you go out into the marketplace with We Do Transformations, and by doing that, it allows you to cast a wider net, and it allows you to reach a lot more people than you could potentially reach if you just went out into the marketplace with the Herbalife alone. And so by going into the marketplace with We Do Transformations instead, you're able to capture not only those people who want Herbalife, but you're able to capture also those people who are maybe skeptical or maybe on the fence, those people who may be not interested in Herbalife, those people who maybe did it in the past or are no longer, wanting to do it now. Well, going out into the marketplace with We Do Transformations allows you to bypass all that. And what happens is sometimes people prejudge us. And, by going into the marketplace with We Do Transformations, we get that out of the way, because sometimes there's people that may end up becoming our customers with We Do Transformations that wouldn't have otherwise, because they wouldn't have even given us the time of day. They would have prejudged us, then they wouldn't have even given us the opportunity to speak to them about Herbalife, because they had a misconception and they had a preconceived notion of what Herbalife is or what Herbalife was, or maybe they had a bad experience. And so by approaching people with We Do Transformations instead, and by the way, this is the whole strategy. Ultimately, listen, you do it how you want, but by doing it the way that it was meant to be done, it allows you to cast a much bigger net. It allows you to reach a much bigger audience, and it allows you to reach everybody who wants Herbalife and everybody who doesn't want Herbalife. And so, this gives you a broader audience to market to. It gives you a broader audience to prospect to be your customers. It gives you a broader audience to prospect to be your distributors. And so this is the concept behind the branding. So that being said, we don't recommend, in fact, if we see it, we usually call it out, but we don't recommend you going out into the marketplace and with both brands, because then that defeats the purpose of the entire logic and the entire the entire strategy behind We Do Transformations. And so this does not mean that you can't share your products on your Instagram page. This does not mean that you can't share that you're doing Herbalife. You can certainly do that. But whenever there are posts where you're promoting We Do Transformations, those posts shouldn't contain Herbalife in them, because then that defeats the purpose of the entire strategy. And also, for those of us who are mainly focusing on going into the marketplace with We Do Transformations, you kind of ruin it for everybody if you do that, because then you kind of give it away. And so, what's up? You're gonna come in? Oh, say hello. Come in. Say hi. Look, there's 1,700 people connected there.
Oh,
Say what's up.
what's up?
What do you think about We Do Transformations?
I think it's a really good foundation you guys have, like a very good community you guys have, and I just think it's really good.
Yeah, it's cool. You
Yeah.
like it?
Yeah, the workouts are really fun too.
Yeah, for sure. Sure. Jay, say hi. You want to say hi?
Hi.
There's 1,800 people connected, Jay.
That's so many people.
That's a lot of people. What do you want to tell them about We Do Transformations?
It's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Show me your abs. She's got more abs than most of you. Get to work. All right. Bye. I
Bye.
need to focus.
She wants to say hello too.
All right. Back to it. So it's important that when you go into the marketplace, you separate the brands. You can certainly promote Herbalife on your Instagram page if you want to. We've shifted to doing it in a very indirect way. So when we promote Herbalife, we'll share that we're drinking a tea, and people will ask us privately about the tea, and then we'll tell them what it is and we'll sell it to them. And but for the most part, we do it very, very indirectly. So it's a strategy that works for us. You can do it however you choose to do it, but for us, this strategy works better. By the way, I know that I was forgetting something. I want to acknowledge real quick the fact that for those of us here in the States, most of us just got back from Extravaganza, and that was a pretty powerful event. So listen, throw a fire in the chat if you were just at Extravaganza. Congratulations to all of you who were there. For all of you who were not there, should have been there, but all good. There'll be more opportunities in the future. I would focus on, leveling up this year, so that next year you can be on the stage at Extravaganza getting recognized for whatever the next level is for you. And so no problem if you couldn't make it. I hope you make it to the next one. It was pretty powerful. These events are life-changing, and all of you should commit to being at the next one, wherever that next one is for you. There's a European one coming up next. If you're in Europe, I may be there, so I hope to see you there. But events in general are a huge part of this business, but especially Extravaganza. Extravaganza is a game changer. We learned a lot. We also had a blast, great parties, and I got to meet a lot of you. So it was really, really awesome. Anyway, back to the training. So that's more or less the strategy. And by using the strategy, you're going to be able to reach a lot of people that maybe you weren't reaching before. You're going to be able to recruit people who you potentially were not recruiting before, especially people in the fitness industry. This gives you access to people in the fitness industry who are super hard-headed and maybe are super skeptical about Herbalife. And now with We Do Transformations, all of a sudden, they'll actually at least give you the time of day, and they're willing to listen to you. The movement is unbelievable, and so it's very attractive for people in the fitness industry. And it's very exciting in general. We have workouts now that are kind of sprawling all over. We have our shape ups that started in Miami, and now we're expanding these basically all over the world. And so We Do Transformations has become more than just a tool or a DMO. It's become a movement. It's worldwide. And we want to continue to spread this movement. And we want to do it in part through our workouts, which are epic. And we want to start expanding these shape ups, like the ones that we do in Miami. And if you've never seen one, well, there was some in the video, in the intro video. If you've never seen one, you can see them on our Instagram page. But they're pretty incredible. In Miami, we get over 300 people. And listen, it doesn't matter where you are. You can start a smaller version of it. You don't need to have 300 people, but you can start one with, I don't know, 25, 30 people, 50 people, 100 people, and we can bring it to your city. And so we want to, it's actually part of our goal for the rest of this year and next year, is to expand these shape ups and to have these shape ups take over not only the United States, but the world. I know there's a bunch of shape ups now popping up in Mexico and in other places in Latin America. And we want to see these popping up in more places here in the United States. And so if you're in a city where you have multiple coaches, where you have a decent sized team, listen, you can get them together. You can use the name, you can use the brands, and create some really cool branding and some really good marketing behind it. And it could be a great tool. We're using it basically as our STS. If you don't know what an STS is, it's okay. It's an event that would take place every month, and the purpose of it was to bring new people. And so we're using it to bring prospects for the challenge. And we're also using it to bring prospects for the business. And what happens there is pretty unbelievable because, it's not just the workout. The workout is the least of our worries. The workout is 45 minutes, but the actual event itself lasts, 3 to 4 hours. And what we do is, before the event, there's a whole registration process. People can buy tickets. The coaches pay a fee, and the guests come in for free. And then, once they come in, they get registered. All the guests wear a band, and so we know basically who the guests are. And then, they come in, and then we hang out and we mingle for about an hour before the actual workout, 45 minutes to an hour before the actual workout. And the purpose of this is a lot of cross coaching, people introducing people to other people, people introducing their business prospects to other people that they may relate to, people introducing their potential customers to other people that may inspire them. And so by the time that the workout actually starts happening, everybody's already gotten to know each other. Everybody is already, in a great mood and very excited and very social. Then the workout happens. And then guess what happens after the workout? After the workout, there's a small presentation where usually someone, if I'm there, it's usually me that does it. We welcome everybody. We acknowledge them for being there on a Sunday. We do ours on a Sunday. You can do it on a Saturday if you want. But we acknowledge people for being there. We explain what the movement is about. We explain how it works. We invite them to join the next challenge. We invite them to become a coach if they're interested. And if not, we invite them to come back to the next workout and to bring their families. Very family oriented. Kids are there. And then after that, we have a few coaches or customers share their testimonial. We usually put their picture up. We have a screen. If you don't have a screen, no problem. You can just have them share. Originally, that's what we did. So we have them share their testimonials. We do, I think it's 2 or 3 testimonials about results with the challenge. And then it's usually a couple testimonials about, coaching and what that's about. And then after that, we turn the music up. We have a DJ. And then we have everybody continue to just hang out, mingle, introduce their prospects to other people. And it's a really amazing environment to happen. I mean, it's crazy. People don't want to leave. People want to stay. People stay dancing. People stay talking. And, some of the best connections happen there. Some of the best selling happens there because it happens naturally. It's not weird. It's very cool. People want to be a part of it. And so it makes it very simple to recruit when people bring prospects for the business. it makes it very simple to recruit them in because they see the movement and they get very excited. When people bring prospects for for potential customers, for prospects for the challenge, they want to be a part of it because they see the transformations and they get to meet other people who maybe have lost some weight or gotten some results, or maybe there might even be a winner there. You never know. We've had a few. And so, yeah, it's really impactful what happens. It's really amazing. So if you don't have one in your city, I suggest, you get the information. I think in the next one, we're going to try to get a little video done that shows basically, it walks people through the process that I'm explaining to you now, but with a visual so you can understand. And if anybody has any questions about that, you can ask in the chat. I'm sure we can get your questions answered about that. But it's really exciting. I can't stress enough how impactful this could be for your business wherever you're at, and however many people you got in your city or in your town. Listen, you can start with 20 people. It's pretty amazing what's happening, and we want to continue to spread these throughout the world, really. So that's that. So let's get to the actual presentation that I want to show you. Lauren, if you could cue up the presentation, so I can start going through it.
Okay, pulling it up now.
Thank you. Let's see, my phone's blowing up. Almost 2,000 people on here. Wow.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna mute myself.
All right, is that how it's gonna look? Oh, you're zooming it in for me. Can you zoom in a little bit more? Sorry, guys. I'm like anti-technology, so I have to have somebody do all this stuff for me because I would never be able to figure this out. All right, cool. That's good, Lauren. We can start there, and then we'll move over when I'm ready. So we do transformations. How does the system work, and what does the flow look like? Well, first of all, we got to go into the marketplace to get customers, or in other words, you'll hear me sometimes throughout the presentation talk about getting challengers and coaches. Those are terms that we use for customers and distributors. It's the same thing. It's challengers and coaches. We call our customers challengers, and we call our distributors coaches. And so the first thing you got to do is you need to generate prospects, okay? And you need to generate prospects really both for the business and for the products. Prospects for the business and for the challenge, okay? But let's talk about the challenge first. Talk about the challenge. You got to generate prospects for the challenge. This does not work without prospects. And by the way, some of you, you're going to see this now. You're going to see this presentation. Maybe you snuck on this call. Maybe you're not a coach yet, and you snuck on this call. Somebody gave you the link. Or you're an old coach that was a part of We Do Transformations at some point, and you're not really utilizing it anymore, not really participating anymore. But you saw there was a call, and you were like, "Let me get on the call, see what they're going to talk about." So I know that right now on this call, there's active coaches, and there's also coaches that were coaches in the past are no longer active coaches, and there's also, some of you guys that just snuck in. It's all good. I'm going to try to make this helpful for everybody. Okay. And so some of you are going to, after this call, you're going to get excited and you're going to decide to be a coach. Okay. Maybe you weren't a coach before, or you were a coach in the past, or maybe you're just hearing about this for the first time and somebody gave you the link to the call, and you're going to get really excited and you're going to sign up. And you're going to start promoting We Do Transformations. And you're going to think that this is a magic pill or a magic tool. And you're going to think that, suddenly, because this is so awesome, that That's it. Next month, your business is gonna blow up. You're gonna get challenges left and right because this is so cool that it must be like magic, and that your team is gonna grow. And next month, you're gonna be hitting a new rank. And then next month is gonna come around, and you're not gonna get the results you expected because you had a false expectation of what this could do. And you're gonna stop using it. By the way, for those of you who only speak Spanish, we do have this presentation in Spanish also. For the sake of what I'm demonstrating here, I'm going to use the one in English, but afterward, I don't know, maybe we can share it, or I don't know what we would do about that, but we do have it in Spanish also. If not, just follow along with what I'm explaining and you'll understand it, because I'm going to explain everything that's on here. And so the next month will come around. You're not going to get the results you expected because you thought this was going to work like magic. And then you're going to drop out. You're going to say, oh, that didn't work. It doesn't work for me. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to go back to doing whatever I was doing. And you can certainly do that. But those that are going to get the most benefit from this are going to be those who stick around for a while, who do it month after month. Every month they tweak something different. Every month they adjust a couple of things that maybe they need to adjust. Because here's the thing. This could be a standalone tool or a standalone DMO, meaning something that this is all that you do. Maybe you promote it on social media and that's all that you do. Or this could be something that plugs into a different tool that you're already using. This could be something that plugs into your nutrition club. And this could be something that you have in your nutrition club. And it's a way to transition some of your nutrition club customers into, customers that are actually going to get on full programs with Herbalife. This could be a way to do that. And so, however it is that you're doing it, understand that this does not work like magic. Nothing in this business works like magic. You actually have to work. And it's actually going to take you some time to figure out how to best make it fit for your DMO or for the way that you do business. Okay. This is this tool or DMO could piggyback off of whatever other DMO you're using. It can be used in conjunction with other DMOs, but it won't work by itself. Yeah, we'll give you some cool marketing material and all that. And the marketing material is going to help you, but the marketing material won't do the work for you. Yeah, you're going to have a flow that makes it simple, to teach your people and transition people, but it won't happen alone. And so no matter what you do, it's going to require some work. And I'll tell you, I've been doing this since it started. Okay. Duh, obviously. And that means I've been doing it for over a year. There's still things that I'm tweaking today in my own business. Okay, in my own business. There's still things that I'm adjusting today. There's still things that I'm learning every single day. But you know how that works? You know why I'm still adjusting things and tweaking things and improving things? Because I'm actually doing the work. And as I'm doing the work, I'm learning. I'm learning better ways to pitch it. I'm learning better ways to explain it. I'm learning better ways to train my people. But that comes with time, and that comes with action. Okay, so the best way to learn is by doing. Most of you, or a lot of you, you just sign up and you expect this thing to do the work for you. You take no action, you do no work, and you expect this thing to grow your business by itself. Well, this thing is not going to grow your business by itself. This is a great tool, a great system, a great DMO to use in your business, but you got to work. And as you work, you'll find better ways. Maybe if you're doing it in a nutrition club and you're pitching it one way, as you work and you do it with 100 people, then you realize that, at person number 101, you do it a certain way and it works better. Then for the next 150, you do it better. And then you learn with person 251 that maybe there's an even better way of doing it. And then you tweak it and then you improve it and then you tweak it and then you improve it until you finally land on the perfect or the almost perfect way to pitch this. Almost perfect. It's never perfect, but you find your flow. And I hate that term because it's overused, but you find a way that works for you, and then things actually start happening. But understand this, not with We Do Transformations, with anything new that you try to apply into your business, there's a learning curve. And in order to learn during that learning curve, you must be consistent. And you must be consistent, especially with doing the work. You must be consistent with, getting customers or getting challengers. You must be consistent with getting coaches. Because if you're not consistent for a certain amount of time, and that time could vary. I don't know how long it's going to be for you. Some people start, and in a couple of months, they're off to the races. Some people, it takes them 6 months. Some people, it takes them a year. I've been on it, using it for over a year now, and I'm still learning, and I'm still tweaking things. On average, I would normally say the learning curve usually takes about 6 months. It's about 6 months of trying it and doing it before you actually start to really get the hang of it. Because there's going to be a lot of new things that you're going to have to learn. But listen, if you want to take your business to the next level, then you have to take your skills and your knowledge to the next level. And so this is one of these things that you're going to have to learn. This is serious business. There's money to be made in this business, and there's things to be learned in order to go make that money. There's things to be improved in order to go make that money. And so too many of you just want freebies. You're expecting to do this, pay your $35, register, and you're expecting that to do the work. Well, guess what? That alone won't do it, my friends. You got to actually do some work. You got to hustle. And if you do, eventually over time, you'll start to see the results. Okay? And so how are you going to go to the marketplace? Well, however you want. Okay, however you want. I go to the marketplace with We Do Transformations, and I do it using social media. You can use social media. You could use your center of influence. You could use your nutrition club. You could do person to person. You could do it through referrals. You could do it however the hell you want to do it. The point is, you got to be out there and you got to be talking to people. You got to get in front of people with this. Okay, it's not going to promote itself. Now, a lot of you are utilizing social media to promote this. A lot of you are utilizing social media to promote this, which is great. But a lot of you expect to just share the images or the marketing material that's provided to you, and that you think that just spamming your page or your stories with that marketing material is going to do the work. Let me tell you something. That alone will not get you customers. The marketing material is designed to give you as a little bonus. It's designed to give you an edge. It's designed to add some flair to what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you got to be out there showing your results. You got to be out there talking to your followers. You got to be out there communicating, sharing. And then the marketing material is simply to fill in the gaps. It's simply to fill in the voids, okay? So that you can have, professional images to share that depict things about the challenge or that share things about the challenge. But you got to actually talk, and you got to actually share results, and you got to actually understand how to run your social media account. Okay, it's not just posting a bunch of challenge now open and challenge pictures and thinking that alone is going to get you customers. Social media is more competitive than ever. And if you don't let your personality come through, if you don't let your personality shine, listen, no matter how many images of the challenge you show, nothing is going to work. Right? Now, this is not a social media training. I'm sure we'll have one pretty soon, but I just want to share that because a lot of you are using social media. All you do is upload the marketing material is given to you, and then you wait for customers. Listen, you ain't going to get no customers like that. You got to actually connect with your followers. If you don't know how to run your social media, we have a training, okay? We have a whole training with different modules and all that created by a social media professional, okay? And there's endless trainings that we have because he's speaking at our events and all that. And I think that those trainings are actually going to be on the app also, if they're not already. The events from, the mastermind that we had in September, and then the training from the January event that we did. And so watch those trainings so that you can learn a little bit more about how to run your social media professionally as an online coach. Okay. So understand that if you're using social media, listen, you got to let your personality come through. You got to talk to your followers. You got to get uncomfortable. And if you're not willing to do that, then go give up flyers or something, but social media is probably not going to work for you. You know, you got to be willing to share your transformation. And if you don't have a transformation, listen, go get a transformation. Called We Do Transformations. So if we do transformations and you don't even have a transformation yourself yet, what are you doing? You're not doing transformations because you don't even have yours. So if you don't have a transformation, no problem. This is for you too, but you need to go get a transformation ASAP. Okay. Now, there's two kinds of distributors out there. There's two kinds of coaches. And by the way, I think this training might go a little bit longer than I expected. So I hope you guys don't mind. There's two kinds of coaches, and we do transformations. There is the coach who is clearly a health and fitness enthusiast, the coach who clearly has some credibility in health and fitness because they look the part. Maybe they're a trainer, maybe they're not, maybe they're just somebody who's in shape, who works out, who's a gym rat, whatever you want to call it, but they have some credibility. They have some influence because they look a certain way and they have a certain discipline. So there's some of those coaches, certainly, that are part of this movement. And then the other coach, second type of coach, is somebody who maybe doesn't have that kind of influence yet, doesn't have the body that they want yet, still working on their own transformation, doesn't have the credibility yet because they don't have the results yet or doesn't have the experience with fitness yet, okay? And therefore, they don't have as much influence as, coach number one who is already in this world. And that's okay. This can work for everybody, but here's what you got to understand. Number one, for those of you who don't have that influence yet, who don't necessarily have the transformation yet, who are, still working on getting in better shape and who don't have that kind of credibility yet because you haven't had that discipline throughout your life and you're just starting with that now. That's okay. Here's a couple of things you got to understand. Number one, you need to get a transformation ASAP so that you can start building some credibility. Okay? This is for you too. Don't worry. We're going to teach you how to do it. But you need to get a transformation because that transformation is going to be your moneymaker. That transformation is what is going to drive your sales. So here's what I do with my coaches that are the second type, okay? I have people that reach out to me all the time, and they're the second type of coaches, no problem. Here's what I recommend you do. Here's what I do. I say, listen, no problem. We're going to make you a coach, but first, you have to show me that you're willing to stick to something for 21 days. You have to show me your discipline because I need your transformation picture. Your transformation picture will be your moneymaker. So let's do this. Let's put you in a challenge first for the next 21 days. Let's get you some crazy results, okay? Like Brian Holyfield says, let's get you some disrespectful results, okay? And then let's use those results to go out into the marketplace and make you some money. But without those results, listen, it's going to be difficult. I need you to show some credibility. I need you to show some results. And so usually when I have the second candidate come to me and say that they want to be a coach, I say, no problem. Step number one is I got to put you through a challenge and you got to demonstrate that you have some discipline. You got to demonstrate that you really want this and you got to demonstrate that you're willing to do the work. Because if they're not willing to do the work on themselves to get a transformation, they're probably not willing to do the work to go get customers. And I'm probably just going to set them up for failure. Okay. And so I'd rather delay the process of them signing up by 21 days. I'll get them in a challenge. I'll get them going. I'll start getting them some results. I'd rather delay that process and know that once they finish, they're going to have a transformation. They're going to have credibility. They're going to have more influence and people are actually going to be more attracted to them. I'd rather delay that process, go through the 21 days, then throw them in directly as a coach and then, have them become disappointed because people don't trust them. So I'd rather wait the 21 days. That's what I do. You do what you want. I'm just sharing what works for me. And so this basically helps me make sure that all of my coaches are people that have some kind of influence and are people that have credibility. And so Your own results are going to be your moneymaker. And if your results are your moneymaker, then you better go get some results. Okay? So you can get customers however you want to get customers. I'm sure we'll have a different call at some point that just talks about strategies to get customers. All right? Bingo moment. I love it. But for the sake of this presentation, you're going to go get prospects. However you get prospects, okay? You're going to present the challenge to them. Now, here's another thing where I see a lot of people going wrong. Too many of you are just focused on the challenge, okay? And you're just vomiting all the challenge details. And you're trying to sell the challenge. And you're trying to listen. The challenge is part of our selling point, but the challenge is not our only selling point. Okay, you're trying to sell the details when in reality, and this is selling 101. In reality, what you should be selling is the outcome, the desired outcome. And so instead of saying, join me. I'm going to give you meal plans, exercise routines, one-on-one coaching, grocery support, this, that, bam, bam, blah, 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 all these things that we offer. Yeah, we offer all those things. But what you should be selling is, join me. I'm going to transform your life in 21 days. I'm going to get you results that are so crazy. I'm going to help you get results that are so crazy that you won't even believe them. In 21, what are your goals? Well, my goals are to lose 20 pounds or lose 10 pounds so that I can have more time and more energy to play with my kids, or so that I can be sexy again for my husband or whatever. Okay, sell them their desired outcome. So if the girl wants to be more sexy for her husband, then what you sell is, listen, Maria, I'm gonna get you so sexy that your husband won't even recognize you in 21 days. He's gonna be so in love with you, he won't be able to take his hands off of you in 21 days. And we're going to do that because I'm going to give you a meal plan. I'm going to give you exercise routines. I'm going to give you one-on-one coaching. And I'm going to give you all these other things that by the end of the 21 days, he won't even recognize you. And he won't want to get off of you. Okay. Or, Jose, we're going to get you such an amazing transformation. We're going to help you lose that weight. And I'm going to make sure that in 21 days, you're going to have more energy than ever to play with your kids. You're going to have so much energy, you're going to tire your own kids out. But I need you to commit for 21 days. And in 21 days, I'm telling you, we could change your life. You're going to, have more energy than ever to play with your kids. And we're going to do that through everything, that I'm going to provide you. We're going to do that through the meal plans. We're going to do that through everything that we're going to be doing for the next 21 days. And, you're going to be all set. But I'm telling you, at the end of the 21 days, you won't even recognize yourself, Jose. You're going to have so much energy, you're not even going to know what to do with it. Sell the results, sell the desired results, sell the outcome. Don't get so caught up on selling the details of the challenge. That's not, people don't care about that. That's just a plus, but it's not what you should be selling. It's just, it adds value to what you're selling, but what you're selling is a transformation. What you're selling is changing their life in 21 days. Get this into your head. You're selling a life-changing transformation that can happen in 21 days. That's what you're selling. And then also when you sell that, let them know that, listen, 21 days, you're going to change your life. But if they want even better results, if they want to really go through the entire process, it's going to take longer than 21 days. Okay? Get them set up to continue to go afterward and to continue to join the challenge afterward. Okay? Put that in their mind from day one. Listen, this is a process. In 21 days, we're going to change your life. But to really get you everything that you really want, it's probably going to take longer. But in 21 days, we're going to get you a crazy transformation. But, I need you to stay consistent for more than 21 days. And don't worry, I'm going to give you everything you need, meal plans, exercise routines, blah, blah. That comes after. But sell the dream first. Sell them the achievement of their goal first. And then give the details after. Too many of you just trying to sell the details. Okay? You're trying to sell the details. You're just posting a picture up with the things that the challenge includes, and you're not getting any bites because that's not what people bite on. Okay, people buy the desired outcome, not the details about the challenge. Okay, so when you do that, if you do it correctly, one of two things are going to happen. Okay? They're going to say yes, or they're going to say no. And Lauren, if we could, there we go. Never mind. I got it here. They're going to say yes, or they're going to say no. No problem. If they say no, you're going to stay in touch and you're going to invite them to future activities. So if they're local and they say no, invite them to the shape up, to the workout, to the whatever you have. Invite them to the club. Invite them to whatever it is that you have. Invite them to future activities. Keep them on the loop. Stay in communication. And that's it. Simple. If they say yes, congratulations. You now have a new challenger. You now have a new customer. Okay, now, what do you get them on? What do you get them on? Well, you get them on whatever the hell you want. There's a minimum. Yeah, keep them in the campfire. Good. There's a minimum amount that they have to purchase, which is the equivalent in volume to 2 Formula Ones. This is worldwide. Makes it easy. Okay. In the US, usually what I recommend is a PDM and a Formula One. Now, this, is around $130 full retail. Okay, so some of you may just be selling that. No problem. I'm going to teach you how you're going to upsell throughout the month. Some of you may be selling more than that. Okay, some of you maybe are selling programs of $200, but you might be leaving some people out, some people that maybe can't pay the $200. And so I'm going to show you, listen, if you're selling $200 programs, what I'm going to teach you now, I don't want you to downgrade and start selling cheaper programs. But for the sake of the call, assuming there's a lot of new people that maybe don't have the confidence to sell a $200 program, or maybe a lot of you, they're selling $200 programs, so you still have a lot of people that are not buying those $200 programs and they want less. Okay? I'm going to teach you how you can basically end up selling a full kit throughout the month in a more affordable way or a simpler way. Okay? So when you get a new challenger, by the way, again, if you're selling $200 programs, don't downgrade now and do what I'm going to show you. This is, for those that maybe couldn't pay for the $200, or for those that maybe don't have the confidence yet to ask for $200, you could actually ask for less. You could just sell them the shake and the protein, or you could sell them other products. It doesn't matter, but here's what you do. Whatever you sell them doesn't matter. As long as you meet the requirement, doesn't matter. I prefer the shake and the protein because it just makes it simple, and that's what we all consume. And the basics is the shake, protein, tea, and aloe. So here's what I would do. I would charge them for that, whatever you're going to charge them. I'm getting all these text messages. You charge them for that, whatever you're going to charge them, okay? And then in the meal plan that you create, okay, and we have some meal plans that you guys can use, but in the meal plan, you're going to have all their meals. You're going to have their shake and the explanation on how to make their shake and all that, and you include that in the meal plan and during the day when they're going to have their shake. And let's assume that you only sold them the shake and the protein. Okay, the Formula One shake and the protein. They're going to have the meal plan with all the meals they should be eating. And then one of those meals or two of those meals is going to be the shake and the protein. Okay. In that meal plan, you're also going to include the tea and the aloe. Okay. Now, if they just bought the shake and the protein because that's all they could afford, they're not going to have the tea and the aloe. But when they sign up and you send them their meal plan the first day, and they look at their meal plan, if they don't have the shake and the tea and the aloe, and they only see they have the shake, but the meal plan says that they got to drink a tea and an aloe after lunch, and they got to drink a tea and the aloe after, the third meal, twice a day, guess what's going to happen? In many cases, doesn't happen every time, but in many cases, guess what's going to happen? The challenger is going to call you and text you and say, hey, I didn't get the tea and the aloe. You didn't send it to me. And you're going to be like, Of course not. That's not included in the package that you got. But don't worry. I'm going to set you up so that you can get it at a discount and so that you can start consuming it because it is going to help you. That's why it's included in the meal plan because it's a key part of the plan. You know, the tea is going to help you, boost your metabolism, burn fat, whatever. The L is going to help with cleansing and digestion. So all these things are going to help you get better results in 21 days. Listen, it wasn't included in what you paid, but don't worry. I'm going to set you up so that you can get it. I'm going to set you up with my VIP discount so that you can get it for cheaper and you can just order it yourself. Okay. Now, guess what? You could potentially now have a preferred member that orders a tea and an aloe on day one. Okay. Because some people are going to ask you. Now, some are not going to ask you, and that's okay. No problem. There's going to be another opportunity to follow up on them and give them that same line. By the way, a lot of the things that I'm telling you, if not most, are actually if you look at the coach's guide, there's one area where there's scripts and all that. All these things, we have scripts for all this. It's all scripted, exactly what to say, how to follow up, and all that. It's all scripted. Okay. But anyway, after you do that, you got the challenger. Obviously, teach them how to use the products, give them the meal plan, get them in all the appropriate groups or channels. Have them go through the entire app so they can understand it and explain the process to them so that they can be ready to go and ready to start. Okay. Now, you got the customer. Okay. You got the customer. Here's what you're going to say. Because a lot of you, you wait to ask for referrals. Okay. You wait to ask for referrals. Guys, if it's breaking up for you. I have perfect signal. So if it's breaking up, that's your internet connection. So you got the customer, you got them hot, you got them excited. Okay. Right at that point, right after they paid you, you're going to say, hey, listen, what I've noticed from my time doing this is that those who start with a partner, those who start with an accountability partner, end up getting way better results and have way better chances at actually winning the challenge than those who don't. Who do you know that may be interested in being your accountability partner and may be interested in joining the challenge with you? Okay. Right off the bat, they paid you, you're telling them this immediately. You don't wait 2 weeks. You don't wait. You ask for the referral immediately. They're a lot more likely to give you the referral if you do it that way. Okay. Because here, you're flipping it on them. You're not asking for a referral necessarily. You're helping them out by letting them know that if they start with somebody else, they are going to benefit. They are going to get better results, and they're going to have better chances of actually winning the challenge. And so it's no longer about you getting a referral. It's about them doing better. So you flipped it on them now. You're not asking them to help you. You're offering to help them by allowing them to come in with an accountability partner and allowing them to come in with a friend. So you flip it on them and you ask them for a referral right off the bat. As soon as they pay you, you say, hey, listen, I'm so excited for you, but here's what I've realized in the time that I've been doing this. People who start with an accountability partner, people who start with somebody else are a lot more likely to win. They get a lot better results. And so, listen, works every time. Not every time, but it works a lot better than if you did it afterward. They may have a husband, a partner, a friend, whoever. Get them to start with somebody. And many times they'll actually, refer you to somebody. When you get the referral, don't just get the number and that's it. Okay. Have them create a 3-way chat with you and that person and have them make the introduction. Okay. So don't just, expect that they're going to call the person, let them know. No, have them actually connect you 3-way and have them make the introduction. Okay. Something else I was going to say earlier, and I forgot to say, remember the two types of people that I talked about. There's one that already has the credibility, that already has the results, and then there's another one that doesn't have the results yet. If you're one of those that doesn't have the results, here's what I would recommend. If you already have the credibility, you already have the influence, you go to the marketplace and you say that you're a coach and you offer people to help them change their life in 21 days. Okay. If you don't have the credibility, if you don't have the results yet, if you don't have the confidence yet, or you don't necessarily, you don't have the credibility to be able to go out there and say, hey, listen, I'm a coach. I can help you transform your life. No problem. Here's what your pitch should be. Your pitch should be, hey, I just joined this challenge and I'm looking for an accountability partner to do it with me so that we can help each other stay accountable and transform our bodies in 21 days. Something like that. We actually have a script for that. It's also in there. I just joined this challenge and I'm looking for an accountability partner. See, now you're not reaching out to them saying, hey, I want to coach you, because maybe you don't look like a coach yet. No problem. You're saying, listen, I've gotten these results so far. I joined this challenge. It's helping me a lot. I'm looking for somebody to join with me. Would you be interested in being my accountability partner? It's an amazing challenge. You're going to love it. Would you be interested in being my accountability partner? That's how you pitch. So that it's congruent and so that it makes sense. You don't say, hey, I'm a coach. I can help you change your life. If you don't look like a coach yet, they might not believe you. It might not be, it might hurt your credibility. And so if you're not, if you don't have a crazy transformation, if you don't have a transformation yet, if you don't look like a coach yet, then approach people by saying, I'm doing this challenge, join with me. Instead of, hey, I'm a coach and I can help you. Okay, it's more relevant if you do it that way. All right, moving on. So I haven't seen this presentation in a while. Wait, no, too much. So you ask for referrals. Obviously, you teach them the whole process of the challenge of, the before pictures and all that. And there's important dates you got to be aware of. Okay. But then, if on day one, they didn't become curious about the tea and aloe, okay, no problem. On day 7, we're going to follow up on them. That's one of the days in which we do follow up. Okay. And on day 7, we're going to congratulate. And by the way, we have a script for this too. I don't remember all the scripts off the top of my head, but we have a script for this too. Look for the scripts. They're very helpful. And I guarantee you, most of you are not using them. Look for the freaking scripts. Okay. But there's a script on day 7. And on day 7, our goal is to offer these people to become a preferred member and to have them order more products. And so if they don't have the tea and the aloe yet, guess what we're going to have them order? The tea and the aloe. If they already have the tea and the aloe, we're going to have them order something else that can help them, whether it's Prolesa or whatever else. But on day 7, we're going to offer them our VIP. We're going to offer them our VIP discount. And there's a script for that. And with that VIP discount, they're going to be able to order all their products at a discounted rate of 25% off or 20% off or whatever it is. So make sure you're utilizing the scripts. The scripts are going to be very helpful. And one second, the scripts are WDT Connect has the updated scripts. Lauren, these scripts should also be in the guide where we have all the part with the scripts and stuff, and that should be in the app, not just in WDT Connect. So the scripts are out there, guys. Look for them, you'll find them. Be resourceful. But we've got scripts for everything, and we're going to be creating a lot more stuff. Okay, so make sure you're following up with these people. On day 7, our focus is to make them preferred members. And there's another follow-up that happens on day 14. There's another follow-up that happens on day 21. Again, the specifics on all these follow-ups is in the it's in the guides that have all the scripts and all that. So day 7, you offer preferred membership. Moving on. Okay, I haven't seen this in a while. Offer preferred membership. Okay, we got that. Day 14. Start winning conversations. Daily conversations as shown in the app. Convert challengers to coaches. Okay, so on day 14, I guess there's an introduction or there's a conversation that we start about. We start planting the seed of becoming a coach for these people on day 14. Now, we only do this with those who are actually sticking to the plan, and those who are actually getting results, and those who are actually serious. We don't offer everybody to become a coach. All right. But then after the challenge ends, day 21, here's what happens. Hang on, I'm getting updates here. So then day 21 comes, the challenge ends. Then there's a voting process that happens. After the voting process is done, the winners are selected. And then we have a recognition call. We have a call that's actually not a call, it's an Instagram Live that happens from the We Do Transformations Instagram account. And on that Instagram Live, the winners get announced. Okay. The purpose of the Instagram Live is for you to invite all your challengers. It's also for you to invite prospects to connect to the live, because there it's like an opportunity meeting, but for the challenge. We also slightly mentioned there, about becoming a coach. Okay. But here's what's going to happen. They're going to be on that call, or maybe they're not going to be on that call after day 21. And the call usually happens like on day 24 is when that call happens. And maybe they connected to the call, maybe they didn't. Maybe they won, maybe they didn't. Doesn't matter if they won or not. Too many of you get too caught up with, oh, my guy didn't win and the transformation. Listen, if they win, great. If they didn't win, no problem. The purpose is to get them involved as a coach eventually. The purpose is to get them to fall in love with the products. That is the purpose. Okay. If they win, great. But too many of you get too caught up with the results of the challenge and all that. It is what it is. When that call is over, okay, that call happens at night, is an Instagram Live. They may connect, they may not, they may win, they may not. Doesn't matter. The point is, the next day, you're going to reach out to all of your challengers who actually finished the challenge, and you're going to offer them, all the ones that finished, okay? Not the ones that left it halfway done, never submitted their after pictures, no. But all the ones that finished, all the ones that showed you that they had what it takes, all the ones that showed you that they were able to stay consistent and disciplined, all the ones that deserve to be offered the opportunity, you're going to reach out to them the next day. And again, there's a script for this too. And you're going to say, hey, listen, the script goes something like this. I can't remember, but it goes something like this. Hey, listen, Maria, just want to tell you, I'm super proud of you. Although you didn't win, you're a champion in my eyes because, you stuck to it and you did amazing. And just want to tell you that I'm super proud of you. By the way, this may or may not be for you, but you're exactly the kind of person that I want in my team. And, I'm expanding my team of coaches, and you're exactly the kind of person that I would love to have in my team. And I think with the results that you got, you can inspire a bunch of other people and you can help a bunch of other people. So listen, again, I don't know if this is for you or not, but if I sent you a video, would you watch it? It's a few minutes long. If I send it to you, would you watch it? And they're going to say yes, or they're going to say no. Most of them, especially if you built a rapport with them, if you were a great coach, if you were in communication with them, if you got them to really fall in love with you, which, if you do a good job at coaching them, they will, because you could change their life. They're going to say yes. And then we send them a video that we have that explains the opportunity. They watch that video. They're going to say yes or no. They say yes, you got a coach. If they say no, no problem, Maria. Here's what we should do. Let's get you back on a challenge once again so that we can continue to work on your results. And maybe next month, you have more confidence, and maybe next month, you'll be ready to become a coach. How does that sound? Yes, no, boom. They say no to the coaching opportunity. No problem. We plug them right back into the next challenge. And then the process repeats over and over and over again. Now, this is one way to get coaches. Okay. But it's not the only way to get coaches. Too many of you are just too caught up with transitioning, challengers to coaches, and that's great. But remember, there's a whole world out there of people who are looking for a business opportunity. There's a whole world out there of trainers who are tired of trading time for money. There's a whole world out there of people, who wish they could have an opportunity to make more money. So also offer the opportunity to those people without having them go through the entire process of the challenge. Okay. You can bring people and make them coaches, yes, through the process of being a challenger and all that first. But there's other people that you can bring in directly into the coaching opportunity. Okay, without having to go through the whole process of going through a challenge and all that. And so don't forget about those people. Okay, you need to have a balance between the people that you're getting in the business through the challenge and the people that you're bringing directly into the business. For us, I would say right now, for me, probably 70 to 80% of the people that I'm bringing into the business, I'm bringing them in directly into the business opportunity. And maybe another 20 to 30%, I'm bringing them in through the challenge. Okay. So there's both of those opportunities. Don't forget, too many of you are just too focused on transitioning customers. But remember, there's a whole world out there of people that need an opportunity and who maybe they love fitness and they're in great shape and they wish that they had an opportunity to turn, their discipline and their results into cash. And here we have an opportunity for them to do that. And we have a tool that's ready to go that they don't have to create anything. They don't have to have any previous knowledge. We got everything created for them and ready to go. So there's a lot of people out there looking for that. Don't forget about them. So guys, this is pretty much the flow of the challenge. I hope this is helpful. If you guys want, we'll leave it open for another 5 minutes and we can do Q&A. The biggest thing, guys, is understand that as great as this is, it's not going to take off overnight. You got to have patience, okay? You can't expect this for more. Listen, for those of you that have clubs, some of you maybe your club was an overnight hit and it was immediate success. For others, maybe it took you a few months to be able to build up your sales and get some people coming into the door. The same happens here. It doesn't happen overnight. You got to be consistent for a few months before you start to actually see the progress. Okay. Too many of you are expecting things to just fall from the sky and this thing to just do magic for you. Listen, it's an amazing thing. We do transformations, but it doesn't do magic. You still got to put in the work. You still got to be consistent. You still got to go out there and hustle like crazy. You still got to grind every single day. This is just, an assistant to make that process for you easier and to make you more legitimate and to give you tools that you didn't have before. But it's not going to do magic for you. It's going to require consistency. But if you put in the work consistently over time, amazing things can happen with this tool. We're building a business now. We're attracting people that we had not ever attracted into our business. And, what's happening now for us is very exciting, but it's taken over a year of just planting seeds and figuring things out and improving things as we go. So I hope that's clear. We could do a quick 5 minutes of Q&A. If that sounds good to you, Lauren. Maybe you can filter some of those questions to me.
Hi, yeah, we can do that. I've answered some of them. I just went back into it. If you don't mind, can you go to the Q&A and look at the first 3 are in Spanish?
Let me find the Q&A.
It's at the bottom of your tray, your Zoom tray.
All I see is a chat.
Do you see
it's
a
at the
little
top.
box with a question
It's
mark?
at the top. It's at the top for me.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay. And you said go to the first 3?
At the very top, I'm going to try and answer the remaining 46 as much as I can.
No, the very top that I see are in English. Okay. Okay, there we go. No, the first one's in English, then the other one's okay. Ok, la pregunta es, ¿mis clientes deben de ser clientes VIP para participar en el reto? Do my clients have to be VIP clients to participate in the challenge? No. And I don't know what you mean by VIP clients. I'm assuming that you mean preferred members. Okay. Preferred members can join the challenge also. But they don't have to be preferred members. They can be regular retail clients. ¿Cómo puedo aplicar eso de forma práctica para mejorar mis presentaciones de We Do para ejecutar? We have a presentation that explains the business opportunity using We Do Transformations, and that's available to all of you. You can find it in WDT Connect. If you don't know what that is, ask in the chat afterward and somebody will give you details on it. That's a separate application that we have and that is used for prospecting. There's tons of scripts. There's videos that explain the challenge. There's videos that explain the business opportunity, all specific to We Do Transformations.
I just dropped it in the chat for everyone.
Okay, perfect. You have to register for that. It's free, but you got to register for it first. And then you can start utilizing all the resources that are there.
So we have quite a few people that are asking the same question in different words. And if you'd like to respond to this, basically they want to know, should we only do fit camps? Should we only do nutrition clubs? I know you answered it in your presentation, but if you could just touch on that.
Should they only do fit camps or only do nutrition clubs?
Right. They want to know if they should only stick with one DMO or should they utilize multiple, basically.
Listen, here's what I would recommend. I would recommend you don't change anything that you're doing right now. We Do Transformations is a DMO that can be added to any DMO that you're currently using. Okay, so you don't have to trade one thing for the other. It could all be done in harmony.
So I'm going to answer this one. It says, do you have products on offer there? So the products are recommended in the coaches guides. If you're someone that's new to this, or if you've joined with another coach and maybe you're joining the challenge for the first time, the products are not a requirement. There's a large line of products that you can utilize to be able to put in for someone, and not every challenger has the same goals. So if someone's leaning or if someone's gaining, then you need to be able to identify the right products for that challenger. That's in there a couple times.
How can I start in the Bronx, New York? Well, contact whoever invited you to this call. I don't know if you're a distributor already, if you're a coach already. Then you just download the app. If you're not, and somehow you got on this call, then just contact the person who invited you and they can help you get started. How do I invite? I already explained how you invite challengers. Come on now. Yeah,
you have to be a
put,
coach in order to invite a challenger. It's at the bottom of your screen in the We Do app. You need to be registered for the most active challenge that's open. So if you're trying to do it for July, it's not going to work out. You got to buy into August.
Do you recommend branding your nutrition club with We Do Transformations? You can put We Do Transformations branding in your nutrition club. That's not a problem. We have a website where you can get, banners and stuff, and you can put them in there. There's videos that you can put that shows transformation pictures and all that. A lot of clubs, that's what they do.
And I will be dropping the presentation that Jorge went through in English and in Spanish in the August and July coaches chats. So if you're not already in the chats, or you haven't already registered for August and you were in a past challenge, go ahead and register. And that's where you'll see the presentation.
Have you think about sending a PowerPoint? Hang on. Oh, I moved. Hang on. Have you think about sending a PowerPoint presentation as We Do Transformation HOM to send it to active coaches? Listen, we already have a presentation like that, guys. WDT Connect. Check it out. You're gonna be blown away by all the videos that are there and the presentations that are there. It's gonna make your life easier. Listen, a lot of you are asking like really basic questions, and I get it. Maybe some of you are brand new, but understand this. We're going to give you a lot of information. We're going to make your life easier in many ways, but we're not going to do it all for you. Okay, you got to apply some common sense to a lot of these things. Okay, a lot of your questions are just common sense questions. Apply some common sense. You're going to have to do some thinking also. We're not going to do all the thinking for you. We're not going to figure everything out for you. There's going to be some things that you're going to have to figure out on your own. There's going to be some thinking that you're going to have to do, and there's going to be some common sense that have to be applied to some of these things. You know, we've figured out a lot, but there's going to be some things that you're going to have to figure out for your own business. We're not going to hand everything to you on a silver platter. I mean, we're going to hand it to you, you know, as better than you've ever gotten it. We're going to give you more information than you've ever gotten. We're going to give you more resources, more tools than you've ever gotten. But you're going to have to do some work too.
Okay, so I'm answering a couple questions right now while I'm typing them out. Where can we find the guides? So the guides are listed for you in additional material in your We Do Transformations app. You can scroll down to the bottom. I've recently posted in the coaches chats exactly how to identify that. I can post that again. And then people are asking about Nutrition Club information and how to be able to have that elaborated. That's going to be the PointPal application. I've dropped that as well. WDT Connect is the application that Jorge was referring to previously as to when and where to be able to send this information out. WDT Connect, like he said, you need to register first, but when you utilize that application, it allows you the opportunity, one, to use support just specifically with that application. But mainly it is a really great prospecting tool, allowing you to be able to have true follow-up with each person that you're sending the scripts to. Okay. So that's like 5 of them.
So yeah, listen, for those of you that are not a part of We Do Transformations yet, the first thing you got to do is you got to download the application. Okay, when you download the application, you're going to follow the registration prompt on there. To register, you're going to have to select which challenge to buy into, depending on where you are. It'll be $35 or $40 if you're in the if you're in the United States. With $40, you get access to be able to promote all the challenges that we have worldwide, so you can get customers basically worldwide. Once you pay that, and once you get in, what that gives you access to is the entire We Do Transformations ecosystem, which includes the application that we have where you can plug in all of your customers unlimited. You can track your customers and you can give them access to all of the resources that we have, which is a lot of resources, workout videos, you know, all kinds of stuff on there. You're also going to get access to the WDT Connect app, which is basically a prospecting app. It has, you know, prospecting videos for the challenge, prospecting videos for the business, videos where it explains the business opportunity, kind of like an HOM video in English, in Spanish. It's got ebooks that you can promote and give out. It's got a whole basically funnel thing that you can create. There's a lot of stuff that comes with that. You also get another app that we've recently launched, which is called PointPal, which is a loyalty program for your nutrition clubs. And we're still working on developing more things with that app. But all this stuff is included. You get access to these calls that we do every Tuesday. You get access to retreats when we do retreats. You get access to live events when we do live events. You get a bunch of stuff. You get too much stuff, honestly. And the point is that with everything that you get, all you need to do is go out and get the prospects and plug them in. And, you know, we basically make everything else, you know, easier for you. But you still got to go do the work of getting the prospects and getting the customers and getting the distributors. We can't do that part for you. But everything else has pretty much been done. Even the videos to explain the business, even the videos to explain the challenge, done by professionals. Okay? So you get a ton of stuff.
Yes, everything that we do in Apple and Android. Everything. So WDT Connect, the We Do app, and PointPal, all 3 of the applications for We Do Transformations are available on both operating systems.
Okay, here's the good questions by America. Okay, I was trying to figure out how not to mix both, yet sell them the product for the challenge. Here's the thing. The approach that I'm using, I don't sell them the product for the challenge. I sell them the challenge and the product comes included in the challenge. Okay. Some of you're selling them the product and the challenge comes included with the product. I'm not selling them the product. I'm selling them the challenge and the product comes included with the challenge. You know, the product is basically free in a way. And so that's a great way to pitch it, and it makes that, you know, easier. Another questions. This is in Spanish. Yo no soy de organización, Jorge. Yo puedo formar parte de los retos de We Do Transformations. Guys, I don't know how else to say it. We Do Transformations is open to everybody in the entire world, regardless of what organization you're a part of. I've said it in every video. If you go to the We Do Transformations Instagram account, the top 2 videos that are pinned on there, if you watch them, they're like 30-second videos or 40-second videos. I go into it there. I explain it on every call. This is open to everybody. Doesn't matter what organization you're part of. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. We Do Transformations is an open tool that anybody can benefit from and that anybody can participate in. Anybody that's a part of We Do Transformations can join our calls. Anybody that's a part of We Do Transformations can participate in our live meetings and events when we have them. This is for everybody. A lot of you are saying, how would you explain this to a prospect, a business prospect who's a trainer or whatever? Listen, we don't have enough time on this call. What I would propose is that maybe we have a separate call, maybe later on this month, where we just have like an HOM call, and I'll explain, I'll pitch you guys We Do Transformations, how I pitch it to my prospects. But if you download WDT Connect, on there's a video, it's a 10-minute long video where I pitch We Do Transformations, and you can send that video to all of your prospects. Okay. So I can do it on the call, no problem, how I do it. But how I do it is essentially the same way that I do it in that video, for the most part. Actually, I go into a lot more detail in that video than I do when I do it one-on-one, but that video is great. It's 10 minutes long. You can send that video to your prospects. So you can basically have me in your pocket and send me to your prospects if you wanted to. And if you want it in Spanish, it's Edgar Balbas, who is a master, and his video is actually even better than mine. You can have Edgar Balbas, who's another Chairman's Club member, in your pocket too, and you can send it to all of your prospects, and you can let them watch it. But I have no issue with getting on a call here and pitching the business with We Do Transformations the way that I pitch it. We could do it on a future call sooner than later. Come on, the app can be accessed on a phone like any other app. We're legit. We're not like some ghetto app. We're the real deal. All right, there's a lot of questions on here, guys, that are not relevant to this call necessarily. So we're gonna leave those questions. We'll answer them on future calls where we talk about more things. Don't worry, we're gonna be having these calls every Tuesday. Look, here's the issue. You guys have a lot of questions, like questions that you should have already known the answer to. A lot of you, there's questions you've already known the answer to, but here's the issue. Everybody's really excited because I did the call today, and it's the first call that I do in a long time like this, and everybody connected and everybody's fired up. Then the next one that we do next week, maybe it's me, maybe it's not, maybe it's somebody else. A lot of you are going to connect to, and then we'll do another one, a third one, and a fourth one. And by the time we get to like the 6th or 7th call, we're going to have about half the people that were connected today connecting. Because you guys don't commit. You guys don't commit. Now, I don't care. I'm going to keep doing these calls. But if you guys want, a lot of you guys have really basic questions that you should already know the answer to. But if you're not connecting to these calls regularly and you're not committing to the calls, listen, you're going to fall behind. And so I hope that, that I see these same kind of numbers that we're seeing today on this call, that I see them on all future calls, regardless of who's speaking. Because somebody else might speak next week and they're going to give you some nuggets too. And we're not going to put anybody here to speak that doesn't know what they're doing. Okay, everybody who's going to speak is going to be somebody that knows what they're doing. And so a lot of value is being provided. I hope you guys connect. And I hope that, 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now, we get these same numbers. In fact, we should get more numbers because all of you guys should be recruiting and all of you guys should be plugging in all your new people. There's no reasons why the numbers on the call should be dropping. Instead, if we want growth, the numbers on the calls should be increasing because that means that all of you are recruiting. There was 1,900 people connected on this call today, just on here. I don't even know. It was probably more than that in total. Let's say it was 2,000 people connected. If each one of you brought this new distributor with you to the next call, guess how many people we should have on the next call? 4,000. Okay, 4,000 people. If each one of you, all you did was bring one new distributor with you to the call, that means we would have 4,000 people on the next call. And if all 4,000 of those people brought one person to the following call, that means that call should have 8,000 people. 8,000. And the next one should have 16,000. And in a few months, we'll be like at 60,000 or something like that. Guess what? That's not going to happen because most of you are not going to get a distributor. Most of you are not going to go out there and do the work. Okay? But for those of you who do the work, plug your people in and benefit from all this value that we're giving you. Because everybody's excited now. But in a few weeks, the same value is going to be given out, but the same amount of people won't be connected. So I hope you guys have a growth mentality. Connect to all the calls that we're going to be doing and don't connect alone. Connect with your teams, connect with your new distributors, connect with your new coaches so that we can grow this thing bigger and bigger and bigger. And all of you could grow your businesses and make more money and change your lives. That's how this happens. All right. Now this call went long, hour and a half. Sorry guys, but just had a lot to share. Hope it was helpful. Peace.
Thanks, Jorge. Bye.